Do you see the screen? Okay, so let's start. So in this lab, we will see tutorials or practices about selection. So do you remember the selection of yesterday? The if clauses. Okay, so let's start by the first activity, which is the password checker. Okay, so this activity will concern with whether characters at particular position. Okay, at a particular position is a password. Okay, so the first character, say, or the last are valid. That is allowable. Okay, so it is a prototype for more realistic password checkers, which may check all the characters for validity. So for simplicity here, we will assume that the user enters a password, okay, of the required length. Okay, so we will not check if the length is right or no. Okay. Okay, let's start now with script steps. Okay, suppose that once the user has entered a proposed password, okay, for example, Keypress script should be do the following. So, okay, so we need to check if this password, okay, if the first character of the new password is not an alphabetic letter. That is, for example, A small, A capital, B small, B capital, okay, between A and Z. So tell the user that, so if is not, okay, so you see here, the condition here, not alphabetic, okay. So you need to tell the user that it is invalid. First character must be alphabetic, okay, and press A to try again. Otherwise, you will set the password to the new password and you will tell to the user the password set. Okay, is it clear now? So imagine that you ask the user to enter a password. After that, you will check if this password is valid or not. Okay, how we can check it? We will compare the first character. Okay, if it is not an alphabetic character, you will show to the user that it is invalid. If the first character is an alphabetic letter, okay, you will set the password to the new password and you will tell the user the password is set. Okay, so this is the steps. Okay, the Boolean condition. So what is the Boolean condition here? So we need a Boolean condition. And what is this Boolean? We need to compare the first character of the new password with the alphabetic letters. Okay, so the first character should be an alphabetic letters. Okay, so it should be between A and Z. Okay, so how we can do this? The answer lies in understanding how characters, that is strings consisting of one character, are compared, and that is why you will turn to the next. Okay, so how this character, you have seen that OU built, okay, orders alphabetic letters in sequence adjacent to each other. Okay, we have A, B, C, D, okay, until I come to Z, okay. So this is how you build order the alphabetic, okay. How we can find these alphabetic in OU build. All non-alphabetic characters are either to the left from here, okay, to the left of A, or to the right of Z, okay, from there, okay. So one way to check whether a character is non-analphabetic is to check whether is less than A or greater than Z. Okay, it is less than A or greater than Z. Okay, so is it clear right now? So we need to check if the letter 1, the first character of the new password, is lower than A or the letter 1 of the new password is greater than Z. So I will say that it is invalid because the first character must be alphabetic. Okay, and press any the event that you try, okay, that you choose, okay, to try again. And once these condition is not true, okay, it means that the letter 1 is between A and Z, okay, so the password will be set and will be changed to the new password. Okay, are you with me? Is it clear? So let's try this exercise. Okay, so we need now an events to begin. For example, when space, okay, or when A or when B or when C, we can use any key to be pressed, okay, for to begin or to start your program. Okay, so I will ask the user to give me a new password. Okay, enter a new password. Okay, and I will define a variable called new password, and I will set this new password to answer. Okay, I will get the answer. Okay, I will get the answer and store the answer in the new password. After that, I will check from control palette. I will check if what we have two conditions. Okay, we have to check if the first letter of the new password is lower than A or greater than Z. Okay, so if I need the operators, the Boolean operators, so I need the OR. Where is the OR? This is the OR, okay, as condition. And I need the greater and the greater than Z here. Yes, greater than Z and lower than A. Okay, this is Z, this is A. Okay, so what shall I compare? I need the letter 1 of what? Of the new password. Okay, so I need to check the letter 1 of the new password. Okay, if it is lower than A or greater, I can duplicate, or greater than Z. Okay, if it is lower than A or greater than Z, okay, yeah, you can use the green flag to start. You can use it with no problem. Okay, so I will say that it is invalid. Okay, say invalid password. Okay, try again. Try or press here. Press B to try again. Okay, sorry. Again. Sorry. But if this condition is not true, it means that the first letter is an alphabetic letter. So I will set new variable here called password. Okay, I will set the password to the new password, and I will tell you that password is set. Okay, password set. Okay. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, do you understand that? It is clear? Okay, I will press B. Okay, once I press B, enter a new password. So I will try to give him a new password. If I choose, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Enter. So invalid password. Press B to try again because I don't use the first character as a character, as an alphabet. Okay. So here now, I need to enter a new password. Okay. What is the password? For example, B1258. Okay. For example. Okay. Password is set. Good. Okay. So I need to try again with alphabetic, for example, A capital, okay, 1257. So it is set. So remember that OU build does not matter with letter cases, okay? It is not case sensitive, okay? So all the A capital is equal to A small. Okay, let's move on. So look now, we have the Boolean reporter block contains. We can use the contains. So the list alphabet, we can create a list called alphabet, okay, is initialized, for example, when the green flag clicked script, okay. Ensure the watcher for alphabets is visible, and OU will provide the Boolean reporter block contains for use with lists, okay. So here we can have another way to solve this problem, okay. Another way to solve this problem is to create a list, okay. It is not to compare, no, it is to create. We cannot make a program to use uppercase as first letter, and it is doesn't. Yeah. There are no difference between capital and small in OU build, okay. So it is not sensitive. Okay, so here we can use another way, which is we can, for example, click, and I will create a list called, it is not a variable, sorry, it is a list, cancel, called alphabet, for example, okay. So this is my list, this is alphabet, okay. I will delete all from the beginning. It is like a clearance, okay, initializations of 0, okay, and after that I will add all the alphabets, okay. Add A, okay, E, C, D, okay, etc. until Z, and after that add A capital, B capital, C capital, okay. So I will have, sorry, I will have this alphabet contains, sorry, this is my no, it is not this, my alphabet. So the OU build, and after that I will check if not the alphabet contains the letter number 1, okay. So now another thing, okay, here. So another way to solve this problem, I will create this alphabet, and after that I will check if the first letter is within this alphabet or no, okay. So if it is within this alphabet, it is good, okay. So I will set the new password. If it is not, I will say that it is invalid, okay. So trace duplicate, okay, A, okay, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so you will add by this way, okay. So this is another way. etc. Okay, so this is my this is my alphabet. Okay, okay, and after that I will compare, duplicate. When for example now when for example A is pressed, enter your new password, set on your, and if what, if now I need another, if not, do you remember the not? This is the not what? There are contains, where is contains, this is my contains, so I have this one. So the alphabet contains is not the alphabet contains what? Contains the first letter. The first letter. Letter 1 of what? Of the new password. Okay? Okay? So you will say that it is invalid. Else you will see that it is password set. Okay, let's try. A, enter a new password. So I will give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is invalid. Okay? Now I need to try again. I will use only these alphabets here. So it can be B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the password is set. Okay. So is it clear? Is it clear? This way how we can? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. You can use a while, for example, or repetition. Okay, but till now we don't have. You don't learn your the looping. Okay, the loop. You don't understand, Nadia? Okay. The first way we compare the first letter to the letters from A to Z. Okay. We said that or you build orders. Okay. The numbers. Okay. The orders, the numbers from A to Z. So if I need to check if the number is an alphabetic or no, I need to see if it is lower than A or greater than Z. Okay, this rule. Okay, this rule. The first letter should be lower than A. Okay, before A, or these letters before A are not alphabetic, or these letters after Z are not alphabetic. So this is one way to compare, to know if it is an alphabetic or no. Okay. Another way is to create a list called alphabet. Okay, this list will contain all the alphabet from A to Z, small from A to Z, capital. Okay, and after that you can, and it can be only the small because it is not sensitive. We can try here, for example, B. Okay, if I write A small 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be accepted. Okay, so I need to enter from A to Z, small or capital, only one time, and after that I will compare if the first letter of the new password is within this alphabet. Okay, this list. Okay, so here we use the contains. Okay, the alphabet contains the first letter. If the alphabet contains the first letter, it means that it is an alphabet letter. Okay, if it is not, it is invalid. Okay, so look now. Now we will add new requirements for the password. For example, assume that that a password must still start with an alphabetic letter, but it must also not end with any of the following reserved characters. For example, the division, this character, the star, the at. Okay, so I need to start the beginning, okay, which is, for example, a letter, and the star should not be a character. Okay, so one way to do that, we have picked this character and the position at the end of the word of the password written randomly, but in certain characters may indeed be reserved for particular purposes. Okay, for example, the art. Okay, these symbols. Okay, are required for particular specific purposes. Okay, so once the user has entered a proposed new password, okay, when a key press script should do the following. If the first character of the new password is not an alphabetic letter, then tell the user invalid, okay, and press again. And if the last character now of the new password is reserved to the character, okay, if is a reserved character, yani is one from this list, okay, then tell the user that it is invalid, okay. And if both first and last are valid, then set the password to the new password and tell the user to the password set, okay. So we have here more complicated. The problem is more complicated now, okay. We need to check the first character and we need to check the last character, and if both of them are valid, okay, I can set the new password, okay. So give me one solution. There are many solutions for that, many ways to resolve these problems, but we need the most efficient one. You have seen, you saw yesterday what is the difference between algorithms. We have one algorithm that is called more efficient than others, okay, when all the instructions are necessarily used. Yeah, good, Sadia, good. The sequential versus the nested selection. We see that in the sequential clause. Yeah, good. In the sequential selection, we need to compare and compare, even if I have the right solution, okay? We need to compare. So we need to go from unnecessary instructions, okay? But with the nested, no, we will go through only the necessary instructions, okay? So because this is why the nested selection is more efficient. So here we can make two types, okay, the nested or the sequential. So in the first, we can create the list called reserved characters, in which we can store all the reserved characters, which these 4 characters, okay. And after that, we will use a sequence. First way, look here, first way, we will use a sequence of selection blocks. So I will check whether the first character is invalid. I will check whether the last character is invalid, and I will check whether the first and the last character are invalid. Okay, so this is called a sequence. Okay, متتالية, as selection blocks. Okay, ورا بعض. Okay, if. Okay, this is a sequential selection or a sequence of selection blocks. Okay, but this is the second way. The second way is to use a nested structure, okay? And in the nested structure, we have the inner and the outer. This is the outer if, okay? And this is the inner if, okay? So we have one selection inside the other selection, okay? So this way we have seen that this way is more efficient, okay? Is the recommended one, okay? It is the more efficient one, okay? So let's try the first and the second, okay? So look here, we can have, okay, this is, for example, this one, okay. Now I need to create another list called reserved or reserved character, okay? This reserved character, I can delete all these items here. I can add what? Add the division, add the star, add what else, the art, and add the art and add this power. Okay, sorry, here. No, it is not this one. No. This one. Okay, so this is now my, okay, this is my reserved character now. Okay, okay, so I have already created my reserved character. Okay, so now if B is pressed, I will ask the user to enter a new password and wait. I will set the new password to the answer. Okay, and yeah, you can specify the number of the password characters for the user. We have see that yesterday. Okay, we saw that yesterday we make a condition on the password that they need to be, for example, between at least four characters, and at last 8 characters. Okay, at most 8 characters. Okay, so we can add it more. Okay, yeah, we can use it using the length block. Yeah, the length block. Okay, look now. If the letter 1 of a new password is lower than A, so now we will not use if else. Okay, we will use the sequential if. Okay, a sequence of if then. Okay, if then and if then. Okay, this is the first if. The first, sorry. See, this is the first condition. If the letter 1 is lower than A and the letter 1 or the letter 1 is greater than Z, then say it is invalid. Okay, invalid password. Okay, and press B to try again. Okay, and the second condition. What is the second condition now? I need to compare if the last one. What is the last? How we can go to the last one, to the last character? Okay, it can be letter of. How we can go to the last? Okay, it can be the letter. Okay, I will use the contains. Okay, what is contains? This one. If the reserved character contains what? The last one. How we can go to the last? It is letter. What is his number? Letter of length. Okay, it is the length. The number of these, it is the length. Look here. The last character, okay, it is the length of the new password. Okay, letter, no, is letter, sorry, letter, length of new password, okay? Is it clear? How we can go to the last one? Okay, the last one is the last one. I need to check the last character of the new password if it is valid or not. Okay, I don't understand you, Ahmed Hassan. What is your question, Ahmed? Okay, so this is, it is letter of length of new password Okay, is it clear? Okay, it is okay for you? Okay, so I will say again that it is not duplicate, that it is invalid. Okay, because the last, for the length, how we can go to the last character in one string or one list? I will go to the length, to the character number length. Okay, look here. For example, here the last item is number 4, and it is equal to the length of the list. Okay, so I can go to the, or go through the list and go to the last item using the length. Okay, the number length. Okay, so this is here the length of the letter. This is the number of the letter. It is the length of the new password Okay, and now I need to check both of them. Okay, so I need to check if the letter 1 or the letter okay, and the last character, it is not contained. Okay, it is not containing in this result. I will say that it is a good password. Okay, so if now, if okay, so I will use the or. Okay, the first, the and, we have two conditions. This is the and. Okay, we have condition for the first character and condition for the last character. Okay, so if now, if the first character, we have here or, it is not or and, another and, the first character letter 1. I need lower here. Okay, so this is the first character. This is A, and this is the letter 1 of new password. Okay, so the first character of the new password should be between A and Z. Okay, and Z. This is for Z. This here we'll have Z. Okay, and here we will have the letter 1. Okay, is it clear? Are you with me? Okay, it is okay for you? Okay, so this is the first condition for the first letter. And for the second letter, and what? And not this condition. Okay, and not the last character it is containing in the reserved character. Okay, so I will say that I will set my password to the new password, and I will say that it is a password set. Okay, so let's try B. This is B. Enter a new password. I need to enter, for example, only with characters. Okay, so it is invalid. Try again. I will press B. I need now to enter a password, for example, with okay, A 1 2 3 4 and at the end. Okay, invalid password. Okay, so the second is good. Okay, so I need now to enter another password, B capital 1 2 3 4 7. Okay, and I will. Okay, so the password is set. Okay. Okay, so this is the password. Okay, and this is the new password. No, the password is not set. Set password to the new password. We need this one. Okay. So we have something here that it is not okay. So try to see with me. We will try again. So the new password be 1234. Okay, tell me there is an error. I don't know where is the error, but there is an error. Okay. There is an error here. Tell me where is the error. Okay, for this one it is good. For that one, okay, it is the last one. Yes, it is the last one. But where is the error? Where is the error? Okay, once all this the error is here. Okay, so so you see when you use the sequential selection, it is very difficult. Okay, why? Because there are many conditions to deals. Okay, but look, if we use the nested. Okay, look, if we use the nested, so we will have, okay, sorry. Okay, I need to duplicate. Look now, if we use if we use the if we use the nested, it will be more easier. Okay, set password, set password to new password. No, set password to new password. This is my password. Okay, and this is my new password, and I need to no, it is not that. No, it is not set password. Okay, so look now. Look now, if we use the nested. Okay, here I will use if else. Okay, if else. This is if else, then. So if this condition, I will sorry, sorry. If this condition, okay, if the first letter is not an alphabetic, okay, you will say that it is invalid. Else, if it is valid, I need to check the last one. If it is, sorry, else, I need now to add another if else. Okay. Okay, now if the last character is a reserved character, okay, I will say that it is invalid. Else, in this here, I will set the password to the new password and I will check. So we'll check now with this method. Okay, enter a new password. It is 12345, so it is invalid. Enter a new password. I need to delete this one. Delete. Okay. So I need only this one. B. Okay, B, enter a new password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is invalid, okay? I need to try again with an alphabet, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and reserved character, invalid, still invalid. Now I will A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will be password set, okay? So you see here, it is set. So it is very easy. Also for programming, it is very easy to use the nested, okay? The nested structure, it is very easy because you have less conditions to deal with, okay? Are you with me? Do you see the difference between the sequential, this one, and the nested structure? Yes. So it is more easier, okay, to deal with, okay, because we have less conditions here. We have less conditions. Okay. Okay, so this is the nested structure, and in the nested structure, for the testing and debugging, you see that we have user used several tests, okay, to see if the program is well working or not. So the problem is that the user is only informed about the invalid first character and not the valid final character. Recall that this nested structure ensures that just one course of action is taken. However, in our specification, the conditions first character valid and last character valid are not mutually exclusive, and if they both hold, then two courses of action should be taken. Okay, so the first way of implementation is the recommended one. Okay. Okay, so this is how to problem solve an example. So in order to help you assimilate the techniques covered in this section, here is a worked example which records the thought processes and written notes of an experienced programmer as they take a different type of problem involving selection from specification to solution. So how we can solve, look at this program specification. A friend, Anna, for example, has a lot of books in her house. She has asked me to create a program that will keep and display a list of book titles, okay? So she wants to be able to add a title to the list. She does not want duplicates on the list, okay? So only once we can add the book. We will not add the book twice or 3 times, okay? But does want to be told, having entered a proposed title, either that it is duplicated or that it has been added to the list. Okay, so you need now to design an algorithm for your friend Anna. Okay, so you need to design an algorithm. This is the first draft. So in the first draft, I need to ask many questions, like for what my program is required to do. Okay, is to decide whether the title is already in the list, okay, or no, add it to the list if appropriate, display the list, and outage a message saying either that the title was already present or that it has been added to the list. Okay, so this is what your program is required to do. Okay. Can we talk? What do you mean, Sadia? Don't understand you. You will ask about efficiency, give the efficient, what is the efficient solution in the generally in the TMAs and in the FTHE, the final. Generally, the student will be asked about the efficiency and if the proposed solution is efficient or not. Okay. So this is the conventional questions. The title of a book must be an input, and for this program the existing book titles in the list are also data that the program will need to use. Okay, so look now, the first draft, I will gather this information together. Okay, I will get what data must be supplied, so I will give you the title of the book as a user input, and I will have already the existing titles in book list. Okay, so this is my list. Okay, this is my list of books. Okay, this is my list called, for example, books. This is the first title here, the second title here. Okay, and I have a new title here as input. Okay, I have a new a title. Okay, this is as input title of a list. Okay, title. Okay, so I need to check if this title is within this list. If it is within this list, okay, decide if the title is already in the list. I will say that this title is already added, okay, or already found in the list. If it is new, I will add this title in this, for example, here, and I will say to you that the title was successfully added. Okay, so this is the breakdown process. So this is the input is the title here. Okay, is the title already in the list? Yes. Tell the user that it is already in the list. No. Add the title and tell the user that the title was successfully added. Okay. Is it clear how we can think, how we can solve our problem? For example, yes, it can be. It can be a search website. Okay. Okay. So this is the input title. This is the structure. If else, the selection. If the book list contains the title, then tell the user the title is already in the book list and that the book list is unchanged, and the book list will be unchanged. Else, you will add this title to the list and you will tell the user that the title has been added to the book list. Okay. So for implementation now, you need to use the spread and your scripts. Okay, so you can use, for example, the laptop spread. Okay, you can consider what script will be needed. Okay, for example, you can use the space when the space for the script. We can use when the green flag for the initial instructions. Okay, it is up to you. You will define your variables, constants, list, and initializations, and after that you will implement your algorithm. Okay, so this is one way of algorithms. Okay, when, for example, the green flag clicked, say manage your book list, press your space bar to add a book. Okay, if you need to add a book, and when the space key pressed, you will ask the user what is the title of the book you wish to add. Set the book title to the answer. Check if this book title is already in the book list. Okay, if it is already, so you will say join book title, and with is already in the list remains unchanged. Else you will add this book title to the book list and you will say that this the book list will be is changed and the book title has been added. Okay, so this is one way, okay, of this of solving this problem. Okay, so you will, after that you will test and debug your program and see if you have any errors. Try to add a new title and check if it will be added successfully. Check, try to add a title that is already found or you in the book list, and check if it will be added again, it will be duplicated, or it will the list will be unchanged. Okay, all this called testing and debugging, searching for bugs, for errors. Okay, so this is one table to check if this if your program is working well or not. Okay, so in the first you have an empty list, you need to check if you have an empty list. The first input, okay, so you have, for example, book title Emma, okay, and the final contents of this, it will be Emma, so the message will be addition. Okay, title not in the list, so you, for example, persuasion. Okay, so you will have already Emma and you will add persuasion. Okay, here title first in list. Okay, for example, Emma. Okay, so Emma is already in the book, so it will not be added. Okay, etc. Okay, so this is how to test. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, we can add that. Huh? So look at this example. We can add it quickly in OYO build. So okay, we need to create a new spirit. Okay, this is the new spirit. Okay, choose the laptop, for example. What is the laptop? This is the laptop. We can use this spirit. Okay, here. This is a new spirit. Okay. So for this one, I need to uncheck all to be not seen. Okay. So we are here in the laptop and we need to create the list. Okay. Are you with me? So when events, when this, I will say to the user, manage your book list. Okay. Press space, for example, press space to add books. Okay. To add books. Okay. After that, I have already my data, but I created my list. Okay. Make a list. It is called book list. Okay. So this is my list. Okay. This is my book list. Okay. It is an empty list. Okay. After that, when the space, when space is pressed. Okay. So I will ask the user to what is the title. What's the title of the book you wish to add? Okay. Okay. After that, I will create a variable called book title. Okay. Book title, and I will store the answer. Set book title to the answer. Okay. I will store the answer of the user to the book title. Okay. After that, I will check if because I have two cases, so I will use if else. I will check if the book title, so I need the contains this one. If book list contains this book title. Okay. If it contains, then I will say, and I will join here, for example, join what? Join the book title. Okay. With is already in the list. Okay. Already in the list. Else, I will add this book title, okay, to the book list. And I will say like that, duplicate here. I will say that book title, okay, has been successfully added. Okay, for example. Okay. Okay, so let's try this program. manage your book list. So I will press on space. Okay. What is the title of the book you wish to add? It is, for example, I don't know, Anna. Okay, for example. Okay, so Anna has been, okay, I need here space, has been successfully added. Okay, I do another add. Okay, what's the title of the book you wish to add here? For example, I don't know, Thierry. Okay, Thierry, for example. Okay, so Thierry is not found, so Thierry has been successfully added. So look now, I will add some Anna. Okay, some book that is already in the, so Anna is already in the list. Okay, so from the debugging and testing, we have already, yani we are sure that our program working well. Okay. Okay, do you have any question? Okay, so this is the object of this lab. Okay, if you have any question, you are welcome. Okay, thank you very much for your attendance, and see you inshallah next week.